What is going on? The usual first question of the day, is the mic clicking? Okay, thank you. So, we are just insanely bullish. That's pretty much all it is. We find the inverse this 1 hour. We've taken all these highs. I don't know. This may just keep going to all-time highs, to be honest. We'll see. I'd rather it not, but, if it does, then it does. And we will still find our ways to make our money. Or I'll sit here all day. No. So, yeah, I mean, you zoom out on the 1 hour chart. I mean, you can't tell me this doesn't look like we want to come after these. Same on the 4 hour. It just looks like it's just going to keep trending up. Might as well delete this 5 minute because the market doesn't care about it. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so we do have. We do have this gap right here, but I feel like we're just going to blow through it. We'll see. We're inside it right now. Left some equal lows right here. This 1 minute gap is holding, but everything is kind of screaming bullish, so. Basically, all we can do is wait and watch. I mean, this isn't the most aggressive move upwards. So I would imagine if we do end up wanting to retrace through this, that we'd probably come down pretty low. We got this gap right here. I don't want that to go to the right anymore. Do we have an SMT at the top? 1 minute. Do we have an SMT at the top? We do not. We are definitely in premium, but like, dude, this is like trying to short a freight train. So probably going to have to wait for a retrace and then look for a long. I don't know how comfortable I would feel shorting unless Trump says something dumb. But the market seems to not really care what Trump says today. Feels like we're on a mission. One sec. All right, well, sounds good. Okay. So we are putting in this little. So we are putting in this little 1 minute order block as well as potentially inversing this 1 minute. I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable shorting though, to be honest. It looks good. We can tape read it or we can paper it. But dude, I don't know about taking a short. What do you guys think? We have equal lows. There's not very many gaps right here unless you zoom out, obviously. Then we have all this. But like mechanically it looks okay. It just is kind of against the bias. Maybe, it works down to like the 50 of this or something. If we rip through these equal lows, probably a safe break even, unless it turns around right now. I mean, shorting this is brave, to be honest. Mechanically, it looks okay because we have like delivery, we have the sweep. Oops. It's decent momentum. There is good targets. It's just against the bias. I guess that's technically all. The only issue, really. Yeah, see. Kind of what you'd expect on a bullish day. As badly as I don't want us to be bullish. Like, I want the market to dump, chat. What do you guys think? Sweaty spaghetti in the YouTube house. Let's go. I know we are definitely bullish, bro, but I'm taking this on paper anyway. Okay. Quick break even because, I always want the market to dump, but today's not the day. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's the break even. Does it save us? I don't know, honestly. Feel like we want to maybe retrace a little more. Or maybe we're going to kind of accumulate some more buy side before we get a manipulation down. Now, that'd be ideal, really. That would be ideal. But I don't know if that break even saved us, to be real. If NQ is at all-time highs, do you think CPI will pump higher or less reaction? Honestly, I feel like every data candle has been just pumping lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just pump. Disable my Discord sound? What do you mean? Oh, like that? We can hear when someone types? What the? I fixed it? Okay. Oh, you mean like when someone sends a message, it's going, bwah. I gotcha. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so I don't think the break even is going to save us on this one, but it's okay. I probably shouldn't have gone break even just because it's a paper trade, so we just see if it works, but I don't know. Hoping that the shorts play out when we're this bullish is risky. I'd rather take a long to get in with the bias. Bwah. Bop. Bop. Yeah. Let's see. What did we tap down into right here? So literally, we tagged this volume imbalance and got a bullish reaction. Dude, you guys, I swear I'm about to start back testing, like leaving limit orders in VIs and see how that goes. Yeah, right, dude. I'm not. Me back testing is wild. Okay, so getting some movement down. The break even did not save us. Did anybody get in that? If we weren't so bullish, I would have funded that. I wish I did. That was really good. Hopefully we just get a bounce out of here and get a continuation long. You know, unless dream scenario is we're actually not going for all-time highs and we're going to come back down. Now that would make me super happy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is way better than streaming lunch. We got movement here. So I'm going to wait and see how this, whether we continue down or not. Almost tap discount of this leg right here. What up, Sheets? 28 points and yeah. We good, man. We tried this short on paper and obviously went break even super fast and got wicked out and then it kept going, but we only tapered shorts today. We're not yeah. So barely missed discount right here. You know, unless we were to technically move this up to here, then we actually just tapped it. Got a really bullish reaction. Tapping out of this order block. What else? The delivery is kind of mid, but like when you're this bullish, you know, sometimes you don't really need delivery or discount. But I'm not going to take this. That's a really good candle. But I want to wait and see if we are experiencing a market structure shift or not, because we put in this 4-minute SIBI and I want to see if that holds or not, because we've obviously been pumping most of the day. You know, we're up. Well, we're only up 90 points, I guess. I like these equal lows down here. Like this is really good target for later. I mean, ideally, I don't want this to work because I would rather generate some more buy side and then get like a really good setup from from lower and have better targets here, if that makes sense. So I don't want this to work. I would rather this go down, to be honest. Pretty much caught support from Asia's consolidation range and went up today. Yeah. I mean, we swept all of this buy side and we're delivering out of this BPR right here. So I would not be surprised if that means we get a little bit of a, oops, you know, a little bit more accumulation. But this is a really good candle. Holy. I mean, I guess it was 4 points. I think price might be not as alive as I think it is right now. Are my candles expanded too far? Do we got live FOMO kicking in? Is that what's happening? Do I need to shrink my candles and calm down? I'm just kidding. I'm literally just like, you know what? All right, chat. I'm going to keep it real right now with everyone. Lately, I've been fiending way too hard for trades. And you know what? I've been listening to so many audiobooks and trying to just focus on so many things differently than I normally do. And, oh man, if a trade is not screaming at me to take it, I don't really care what price does. Yeah, literally. Oh my God, we're ripping. Baby, that was 4 points. Oh. My bad. Dude, I'm telling you. And you know what? I've been learning that, like, I don't know. All of those feelings come from places that they shouldn't come from. Like, well, they come from places that you would expect them to come from, but like, you can't let it affect you in your trade plan. And it's been really, really hard. I can't lie. Like, I want to push the button a lot. But it's just, I don't know. I don't want to develop myself into being the trader that just pushes the button because I want to. I want to literally just go by a system and that's it. So, as hard as it is to be patient for things, I'm going to do it. Like today, I knew I was streaming today, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna look at the charts today until because I know I'm gonna stream later. So I'm just gonna wait. So I didn't really stick to that because I was definitely peeking. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely looking at TradingView on my phone and checking it out, but I was doing my best not to. Basically, it was like it's okay if I'm watching, but knowing that I'm going to be on for PM session, why do I need to worry about what's happening right now a lot? Like, oh, cool. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll be on later, And I really want to work on the mindset instead of worrying so much about the execution. Because I know how to execute, but it's my mindset is the only thing that ever gets me in trouble for multiple reasons. Hesitation, overtrade. I mean, I don't really do that much anymore, but I have had problems with that, within the last couple months. So I'm just going to be aware of it and just chill. And when price is saying, oh my gosh, you better take this or you're missing out, that's when I'll get in. Like, I think I've been learning that whether it's an eval or a funded, I need to just trade everything the same because what happens is you like overtrade or revenge trade on an eval, but the last trade you end up taking, you get lucky, and then you think you can do that again. And so, like, I don't want my brain and my emotions to see that and see it work and then feel rewarded for having that behavior work when I shouldn't be, if that makes sense. Because then it's like later on you think back to that and you're like, oh, dude, I can just get away with it. I can just get away. Excuse me. I can just get away with it. So I'm like, I gotta just do everything the same. Even paper, I'm going break even when I would on a real account just to practice doing it how I want to do it. Or maybe not how I want to do it, but how I see myself doing it. Like how I see myself executing, you know? And then instead of trying to force my way into executing, I'm just going to allow it to happen. So I love this, actually, what we're seeing, because we're kind of generating some buy side while at the same time putting in some FVGs. So we're kind of manipulating, like when we retrace like this and then pump like this, everyone thinks, oh, pull back and we're going to keep ripping. But then we just stall and come back down, So I actually really like seeing what we're seeing right now. Too much screen time burns mental capital, yeah. It's almost like rather than using evals and paper trading to mess around, I'm going to use it to try and like condition myself instead to do things right, no matter what. Just like do things so repeatedly, the same thing over and over and over and over, to where it's just like I don't do anything differently. That repetition. Got this 1 minute gap holding here. I wonder if we still got some Trump gabbing. Trump comments at White House conclude 30 minutes ago. Okay, good. So that's out of the way. Yeah, it's just kind of like like I don't know. Don't let the times where you got lucky trick you into thinking that it's going to work that way next time. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I know I took a loss, but last time I did that, I took 3 more trades and ended the day green. Let me just do that again. Nope. Don't do it. So we are kind of, no, actually, we're kind of not. So we closed above this 30-second and this 1 minute and then came back down and it failed. Now we're cutting through this 1 minute. We're leaving LRLR above. We got all this LRLR down here. Yeah. I mean, if we want to get a setup, this is what we want to see, I guess. Some more manipulation here. And then a push down. Maybe we tap into this BPR again. Come here. Maybe we sweep this, or ES does, and we get a SMT and bounce. I don't know. Actually, I feel like if chat. I don't know. I feel like if we come down this far, into this gap right here, I would almost rather see us continue through these lows and get a bounce out of down here rather than here. What do you guys think about that? Like, if we're going to come down to this gap, wouldn't you rather get a setup out of something down here that's a super obvious gap and it's a little bit more in a discount, you know? This is a much better sweep on liquidity than just doing this and bouncing here. Doing this is actually only really a sweep on that. Like, if we bounce out of here, there's no real sweep. This is just little tiny candles getting filled. So we're getting a little bit of momentum down, I guess. So this 1 minute, I feel like it held, but I don't. Maybe it didn't. Wait. Yes. I don't think that really inversed. Looks like it closed right on the line. So, but again, this is mainly more what we want to see. Also, quick announcement. Every day after we do the charting sessions, I'm also just going to do another verse of that audiobook too that day. Like just right after. So we'll just make it a daily consistent thing with that, to do that every day so that we all know what to expect on a daily basis and it'll be consistent. I feel like that'll be better than doing it once a week. And then also the first psychology discussions with Amy and I, with me and Amy. With me and Amy will be next Tuesday. We're going to spend the next week getting some ideas and some structure so that it's not just like a free for all, and we'll have like something that we're going to talk about specifically, probably. Yeah, every Tuesday, Tom, Amy and I are going to co-lead psychology discussions in here. So Amy's going to facilitate it a lot because she has a degree in psychology. So, well, yeah. Gosh dang it. Chat. Why can't I ever remember anything? But yeah, we just think it'd be cool, and we're not going to have any charts up, and we're going to, my aim was to do it, honestly, when markets are closed, but yeah, we're going to focus on how the brain and trading psychology interrelate. Yeah. I think we were calling it trading psychology and neuroscience earlier, something like that. So we're going to do that once a week starting next Tuesday. The times will be determined. Since I'm just now doing like live PM streams every day, we're kind of trying to see how the flow of that goes, and if like how much of a break we need between that and doing that. I was almost thinking it would be like an evening thing. It'd be cooler to do it like later on, but I don't know. So we barely swept this low. Got to push back up. What is this big gap that I've marked? This 1 hour, might as well remove it. See, this is why I've been trying to label stuff. Oh yeah, I just put that there. That's fine. So I really like this actually. This gives me hope for a setup today. Yeah, we're just kind of generating liquidity on both sides, right? So if there's good liquidity down here, it's just more probable that we could get a dump to continue lower rather than hoping we push through this whole gap at once. But now we're leaving some relative equal lows and some buy side, so I like it. It's just, it looks really algorithmic, and I like that because I feel like when the market looks really algorithmic, then I am able to read it better, and the price action is just better. Man, I keep getting pinged to mod stuff, and like I don't. Never mind. I'm trying to step away from it. I just want to do my own thing. Okay, my bad. Anyway, but yeah, it's just we're leaving LRLR on both sides, so that just to me gives hope for good price action rather than just like what the heck? Rather than just like continuing to pump all day with no chance of an entry in sight. Um, yeah, not the most exciting candles, but the signature and price that it's leaving, I like. Like this is a little better than if we were just chopping back and forth in one spot. You. Okay, sorry. Yeah, edited. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh man, that reminds me. I love the server tag. And chat. Price has left the building. um, it's possible we're chopping for the next macro. So yeah, we'll do another charting session and an audiobook verse. Um, I think probably later today after my kids go home for the day. I don't want to do that while they're here. All right, now we're getting kind of choppy, but we're still leaving good buy side, honestly. We got this 30-second gap right here holding. Kind of just generating buy side still. I mean, not much to say other than that. But I do like this. Just need to get the setup for the liquidity, right? Can't just guess which way we're going to go first. Excuse me. Man, Bitcoin's been going crazy. Okay, so see how we closed below this BPR here and came back up. Now we're just chopping. Honestly, I think if we close through this, we'll actually continue lower and maybe get a setup. But you never know. Just a thought. You know, it's a little boring when we're staring at the 30-second chart. You know, maybe it's time like these that we just listen to a verse of that instead. But I kind of wanted to make like a little separate series of it, like on YouTube. So it's like its own thing. It's easy to find, and I don't know. I just like I like my channel being organized. Okay. So we're kind of ripping down now through this 30-second inverse there, but we're also tapping this trend line. We'll see if we continue lower, or if we continue to bounce and chop around. Chop around. Chop around. Inverse the 30-second and chop around. My bad. If you know, you know. Okay. You see how we're leaving these equal O's now? It's looking really algorithmic. Me likey. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm sorry. Exactly. Oops. Not the 33-minute, guys. All right. So this 15-minute is why we will not go down. So nothing or something else I'm going to keep an eye on right now is this. Oh man, add a new template. Extend right text. M15. Save as. I'm trying to slowly but surely make my life easier by adding templates to everything. Wouldn't you combine both 15-minute FEGs though? Because the top one closes below the second one, could still push us higher now. Yeah, I'm just marking it for now. I guess what I'm marking it for is because if we inverse that, I would think that we would likely come down to tap into the next one. That's mainly why I'm marking it. But like, it's really just a reminder for myself now. Oh yeah, in case you're looking for a setup, and remember that we're chopping inside this 15-minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just made it for use it for a couple of reasons. Oh man, let's. Oh man. 15 minute doesn't close for 6 more minutes. And you see how price is kind of just doing pushes back and forth, back and forth. It's really just manipulating right now, manipulating and accumulating. Right? Oh, we're pumping up. Oh, we're dumping now. Oh, we're gonna rebounce. Like, just accumulating and playing with human emotions right now. The Yeah, the pink ones are green candles. Sorry. I totally won't cry if we just rip all this with no entry. I swear. I promise. I won't. Really just chopping around inside this 15-minute. This little 1 minute gap above here, holding price down. Okay, don't extend to the left anymore, please. Or right. Okay. A little bit of momentum, but see, I feel like this is what it's doing though, right? Like, oh, we're about to break out, we're about to break out, we're about to break out. And then this 1 minute gap probably hold. And we'll come back down. I would rather it not inverse. Like, I don't want to see these get inversed right now. Ruins our chances for a good entry. Like, I love that reaction right there. I can't lie. I genuinely love that. All right. I wonder. No inverse. No SMTs or anything. Just kind of. Yeah, you're probably right. It looks more like we're generating for a move at a later time, possibly. Is the PM before CPI usually good or just like any other? Yes, it depends. There could be other news happening that will fuel price action instead, regardless of what it wants to do for CPI, but you never know. Yeah, I love this. I would much rather see this rather than us just start ripping through bearish gaps, to be honest. So as much as it's slow, I'm glad that it's not just like continuing up. I'd rather get a chance for an entry. All right, so I wonder. That's a really small gap. I need to shrink my candles up again. Yeah. Chill out. Yeah. Have a good day, bro. Thanks for being here. Chat. Sometimes I swear my abs are sore from how much Amy and I laugh together. It's ridiculous. Like I'll like lean back to stretch and be like, "Oh, jeez, my abs are sore." Well, I mean, I don't have abs, but you know what I mean. Heading out. It's pretty dead, man. Have a good day. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'm obviously going to stay live, but I will be back momentarily. All right, I'm back, and I'm just letting y'all know if we get a big aggressive candle down, I am full port chasing. Okay. No, it is not. Make some bands for chair and trades, dude. She's been going through some psychology issues lately, so she hasn't been trading. She's trying to rework her strategy. So, okay, random pump back up again. We tap into this volume imbalance, and this is holding right now. Tapped into this 1 minute again. It's kind of just the same thing over and over right now. I can't lie. We're honestly we're really just waiting for a breakout of this range in one direction, and honestly, with the way all this LRLR is building down here, I wouldn't be opposed to something like that. Yeah, right, dude. Hopes and dreams coming out through the mic right now, guys. Oh, jeez. Ain't no way that's going to happen. Ain't no way that's going to happen. I love how we're leaving all these relative equal highs, though. Honestly, I feel like we might get a setup. W cope. My chair go higher. I can't. Oops. Exactly. Sheets said, as we wait patiently for the M of the AMD. Exactly. We are sitting through the A right now, and it's just unreal. It's so boring, dude. Well, we are definitely seeing it. Yeah, and what's crazy is it's not even lunch. Like right now we're actually in a session, and it's still this dead. It's crazy. Bring my mic back here so I can sit back a little bit. Oh, I love this mic so much. Oh my gosh. I can sit back and bring it close to me so I could still use it. W. Shout out to Amy. She just be hooking up early birthday presents like, what? For real. The 20th. So 6 more days. Yeah. Yes, sir. Been celebrating since June 22nd. As soon as cancer season began, it was already my birthday. Yeah, I've been like, every week I'm like, okay, this is it, right? Please stop, no more. She's like, yeah, Another one comes? Okay. What's going on? Please stop. Mike, it's cool. I'll remember this. I do love it, and I will remember every single bit of it. So, good luck telling me I don't like gifts, so don't give me gifts. Yeah, we'll see. Too bad, so sad. Too bad, so sad. Too bad, so sad. You don't like them, but I don't care. Too bad, so sad. This is Chop City still, you guys. There's nothing for us to touch here. That's why sometimes when it's like this, conversations get a little goofy because, you can't just sit here and be bored and not enjoy yourself a little bit, right? Thought about doing some background music, but then I have to wear my headphones and I don't really want to. Oh man, dude, I listen, bro. Trust. We have an equal share because I know that she's right. That's the thing. Except for the presence thing. I'm definitely not listening to that. No, you. Minus the. Okay. Well, that joke got all messed up real quick. My fault. All right, chat. We're about to load up Rocket League. Can't take it anymore. Oh man, I always think I'm washed until I start playing, and then I realize I'm not. And then it's like, but then I don't know. The last time I played, I think I was drinking wine a lot, and I was so bad, but I was laughing the entire time because of how bad I was. Misflipping is, yeah, I have. Sometimes my speed flip is definitely sometimes my speed flip definitely does not go as planned. Mic clicking check. We're all good, right? No mic click anywhere. But all right. I really, really, really want to. I don't know, honestly. I was about to start saying I want Price to do something, but I'm trying to change my mindset on that because when I think that way, it makes me impatient. And so if this is what Price wants to do, then this is what Price wants to do. And that's not my under my control. And so I'll just sit here and wait. If it does something, cool. If it doesn't, well, it's Monday and who cares? Exactly, bro. Trying versus allowing. Exactly. Like I can't I can sit here and want this and want that, but the market is not going to do anything I want it to do until it wants to do it. Like it's not up to me. And I can sit here and make myself anxious, make myself impatient, and honestly, when you make yourself anxious and impatient, what does that do? It leads you down the road of thinking all these thoughts that you don't need while you're on the chart. Because why are you impatient? What are you impatient for? Well, you're probably thinking about payouts, or probably thinking about passing an eval, or probably thinking about making this much, or probably thinking about doing this and that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be impatient, right? Because what are you in a hurry for? You're just here to do your job and then call it a day. What's the rush? The only time you feel rushed in trading is because of external factors that are going to ruin your mindset. And I'm like slowly realizing that more and more. Like the more I have thoughts about anything other than just sitting here and waiting for the market to say, hey, take this trade, bro. The more I think about anything other than that, the more anxious I get, the more impatient I get, the more willing to possibly just take something I don't want to take that I get. And so I don't like that. So slowly but surely, I'm just going to start adjusting my mindset and not sit here and go, come on, market, come on, market, come on, market. Like, dude, just relax. The market will not do anything you want it to do. You have to wait. And so I feel like that switch in my mindset alone will help a lot as far as when it does become time to take a trade, then I'm more ready because I'm not already overwhelmed or anxious or overthinking everything that I've been sitting here like that's going through my head, right? So I like just was listening to a little bit of my stream back to make sure the audio was good throughout it and just heard myself being like, come on, market, come on. And I'm like, bro, what does that do for you to feel that, like make yourself feel that impatience? No one's making me feel that way. It's me. So if I'm sitting here making myself feel impatient and then it leads me down this terrible road of thought process, well, when it does become time to take a trade, then I'm not ready anymore because my mindset is in a totally different place. And now, instead of thinking, oh, this looks good, I'm thinking, oh, here's my chance finally, you know, or just whatever it may be. I don't know. It's just an example, but it's just, I don't want that anymore. I just want to feel chill. Let the market do its thing. If I get a good setup, then cool. If I don't, then whatever. Excuse my language, but that shit's just been mad annoying. Whatever. It's just been mad annoying, dude. And I recognize it, and I don't want to do it anymore. So, I'm not gonna. I'd rather when the setup appears, I'd rather be completely calm and focused. Yeah, I use Streamlabs. For real. Made the same decision 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Fire. Your brain also devil sweat emoji then. I gave consideration to recording my screen live every time I am charting and or in front of it to trade to review everything I do and say. Yeah, it's smart. I mean, that's part of why I do it like this, because whether somebody's watching or not, I'm going to more than likely keep myself accountable because I don't want to watch back later and be like, dude, what the hell were you doing? Okay, so we're getting a little bit of movement, but that doesn't really mean anything. We're just still in this range, accumulating. We did come up and sweep these highs, but yeah. So we finally inversed this 1 minute, and now it's coming back down, likely to fail. So not the most bullish reaction. Unless for some reason we just turn around and rip out of here, you know? This is not. And this gap was holding for a long time. So for us to inverse this and not just immediately come for these highs is definitely not bullish. Oops. But if we turn around, yeah. So if we hold and then come back up, no, that is more bullish. But as long as we're still anywhere in here, I'm good. Like this is a 30-point range that's lasted almost 2 hours. You will not catch me entering anything in this. A 30-point range for 2 hours. Yikes. This could be one of those days where we literally get nothing until the very end of the day again, and then we just get like some like random like 20-point scalp before price officially dies for the day. Like yesterday or Friday is when it was. We waited so long, chat. So this 1 minute came down, closed below. Now it's pumping up again. This price action is not something you want to be trading. Just want to reiterate that. Duck race. Man, that was so fun. Oh man. Dude, we could do a duck race for fun. I mean, we got in here 8 people. That's hilarious. Damn, I'm in. You want in this time? Bet. All right, give me a sec. I don't really care if you guys see my history because I don't do anything weird. So here we go. Online duck race. Edit list. Oops. If you're in the YouTube stream and you want to be in the duck race, I don't know, comment the word duck so I know you're in here watching. But if not, I'm just going to do it with the Discord. Muffin. Sheets. Travos. Amy. Tom. Nate. Kent. And Oksana. And I'll give it 2 minutes in case someone in the stream comments, but 1 second. So, I mean, earlier I said I could be interested in something like this, you know, or maybe we even sweep this high and get an SMT over here with ES and get a play to target all these lows down here. But, you know, here the problem with that, here's the problem with this. Even if we do come up here, get an inverse or whatever, what are we still doing? We're still just in this 30-point range. So, like, you really don't want to take something unless we break completely out of this range in one way or another, to be honest. So I wouldn't be interested in a short unless we take this high. But then at the same time, if we take this high, I'm probably bullish for the rest of the day. So right now, it's a little unclear other than I'm assuming we're bullish. So I'm going to look for a bullish setup, but I don't know. If we were going to get a short, I'd have to see a really nice SMT up here, I think. And like a really momentous aggressive candle inverse. All right, how long should this duck race be? Three minutes. All right, we got everyone's ducks. Oh, here, wait. Let me I'll put it on streamer mode so that you guys can't hear people messaging, and then I'll share the system audio so that you can hear the ducks. Oops. Because it's funny with the ducks. Okay, so we are just ripping up through this. Everyone ready for the duck race? Here, oh my, what is this? Is that the, wait, is that the bottom of the coffee? It's possible that we need to put a paper filter in there too. Wait, this ain't TB rules? Wait, what is it? It looks like the bottom of the, okay, wait a minute. So we got this 2 minute. We swept these highs. We tapped into this. Oh. Oh, I see. I'm getting called out for leaving that much coffee. Listen, it's a new pot. I don't know it that well. Part of me wants to try this, but another part of me doesn't. That was a terrible close. Actually, it's not bad. I don't know. I'm going to stand by what I said and not trade until we get out of this range. So let's just run up the duck race if y'all are ready. Dude. All right, low key, my gut is telling me this is gonna work, but I'm like trying to avoid it because it doesn't look the greatest. But I feel like this might dump. But here we go. We're gonna start the duck race. I took it on paper to help the itch. Yeah, I might do the same. Might just have to real quick. All right. Listen, I'm telling you, it's better to be in the back. It's better to be in the back at the start. Make a late push. Don't peek too early, Amy. No, we got Kent making a push forward. We got Tom coming in from the back. We got a tie race up here coming in with Amy, Tom, and Kent. We got a three-way tie. We got Oksano just kind of sticking to the same speed the entire race, to be honest. Oh, Nate starting to fall back. Travos pushing in from the side. Oh, my God. Muffin. Muffin? I feel like Muffin is going to make a push at the end here. Yep, here he comes. There we go. Muffin is starting to push the gas pedal. There we go. Tom falling back a little bit, trying to save his energy. Oksano still kind of staying the same pace. Nate pushing up. Amy coming up to the front. Oh, my gosh. Gush? Oh, my gosh. Who's going to win this race? Tom saving his sprint for the end. Sheets taking a play out of Tom's book and pushing back for the weight. Oh, come on, baby. Oksano, don't let me down. Saving my sprint at the end. Kent starting to fall back. Nate starting to make a push up. Tom level in the pack in the middle. Amy still keeping around first, second, third place. She's staying up in the front. Travos pushing for the second. Oksano pushing. Oh my God. Oh. Oksano, I sprained my wing. I sprained one of my web feet. Oh my gosh. I need to stretch. I got an injury, everyone. I'm having an asthma attack. I need my inhaler. I'm reaching in my pocket. I can't breathe. Can't push it up. Oh, we got an equal race coming towards the end here. Sheets pushing up towards the end. Oh my God. Who do we got? Oh, my inhaler's kicking in. Oh, never mind. I just ran into an invisible wall. Oh, Amy pushing up. Oh my gosh, some of us are leaving the screen. I'm out of the picture. Oh my gosh, here we go. Nate making a break for it. Oh, Nate. Bro, the winner left. He's not even here. That's funny. The commentary. Yeah, you see, this is why I don't take this, right? Because mechanically, everything looks good. We have a sweep. We have delivery. We have this V shape. We have good targets below. But the problem is we're still in this range, right? So that's why we didn't take that. Obviously, I'll leave it in on paper because whatever. Yo, shout out to Michael for the subscription. Or me, yeah, Michael. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, and you know what? You know what's even more important than conserving your capital on this? The mental capital, right? Because even if this ends up working, how long are we going to sit here and watch this and hope that it doesn't fail? I don't personally like plays that do that. When it's obvious and it works right away. When it's not obvious, you know, yeah, it's just unneeded, really. Or the field. No, I'm just kidding. So it didn't technically stop out, but I feel like it's going to. So W Reed to just paper this and not take this because obviously it really did not look good. Like it was one of those mechanical plays, but it's against the bias. We're still within this 30-point range. Why the hell would we actually get in that? Yes, sir. Your backtesting sessions in DD Discord are fun. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I just to be transparent, I probably won't be doing them very much anymore. I just kind of been working on my own community, and I'm gonna try and focus doing more stuff there. And I don't have that much time. Like the schedule with my kids is really hectic, and so it's hard to be consistent to do that every day that I tell him that I can. And so instead of like committing to a day and then having to reschedule or flaking, I'm just gonna probably not do it for a while. But so kind of wild that did not fail actually. I left a limit on before accidentally and opened up trade rate to take another trade and position was on already. Bro. Sketch. No way this holds, bro. Yeah, so there's the fail. So we'll stop out there. Yeah, obviously that's not a good trade. Mm-mm. We're too bullish to be shorting, chat. We gotta just wait for the shorts to play out and take a long. I hate to say it. So it stops out, then comes back down. You know? I'm not surprised, really. Genuinely, I'm not surprised to see this. Like, we're just ranging. Literally, nothing's gonna work. Everything's gonna fail right now. You'd love to see that, right? This is the type of candle that I said I would chase. I can't lie. Yeah. Literally, we could move aggressively down and just bounce right here. Like, that's how this ranging's been. Yeah. Tapping this unfilled 15-minute for longs would be fire. Yeah. That's what we were saying earlier, actually. Long out of here would be nice. We sweep these lows. Okay. Literally, see how we just aggressively come down, acting like we're about to just dump, and then we hit this little trend line and just rip up again? Literally not surprised at all, right? Like I'm pretty sure we all kind of thought that was going to happen. Yeah, exactly. Playing my money is like playing with my emotions, Smokey. Be right back. So, it looks like we have a potential for this 15-minute to inverse. It's been holding for a long time, so I would not be surprised if we do. We continue to go down to tap into the next 15-minute gap. But we got about a minute 8 left, and it's still holding. So chat, every time we think we're about to start getting something, it just dies again. Trendline traders be printing right now. Okay. Got this 1 minute gap that we just tapped into. See if we want to respect it or not. Looks like we do. Okay. Market didn't want to give us this short and wanted to stop us out instead. Or, yeah, stop us out instead and then go. Still just coming down and kind of holding this general area right here. The 15 minute did not inverse again. But looks like we might want to still. I mean, this would be the ideal scenario where we actually didn't get the inverse right, but now during this candle, if we sweep these lows and get a bounce out of here and come up, then technically this 15-minute gap will have still respected like it has been, but we'll actually get an entry in. Because let's say this 15-minute gap right here inversed, then we came down and got a tap. For me, then I would be questioning it a little more, because if we inverse this gap, I feel like we're going to go lower, not turn around and come back higher. So I would almost rather us get this set up and not have this inverse too, if that makes sense. Left some equal lows here. Still just ranging, man. Which is completely fine. If that's what it wants to do, that's what it wants to do. Chillest trader in the industry who, chat, we're going to be cooking up a big giant pork tenderloin on the barbecue this evening, and I'm so excited. Who doth be the chillest trader in the industry? There are definitely some chill traders. Sounds good. Yeah, dude, I cannot wait. I'm gonna smash it. Still just ranging, you know? This is all we feel like doing right now, I guess. Chart champs. Can't remember what I used to sign up for this. Nope. Nope. All right, are you actually going to run some liquidity? You going to do something or no? Oh, I figured it out. I am logged in. Xano NQ. Chart Champs is like a 1v1 backtesting thing. So you like search for somebody and it puts you against somebody and you backtest battle, basically. NQ don't even know the market's open right now? Yeah. Literally looks dead. Let's do it. I don't know if you can. I think you can search for somebody. Just make an account. Dude, all these lows are about to get wrecked. Come on. How is it not? How is it not? Like, come on. Seriously, just accumulating like crazy. I'm not sure if the market wants to make a move today or not, chat. I don't know. This could be it. All right. Think we may see some acceleration here, to be honest. UPS truck driving by. It would be mad exciting if this just did something outside of this range at this point. Even if it's not a setup, I would just love to see some sort of sweep or something. I don't know. This has been pretty uneventful, but it is a Monday, pre-CPI. A lot of Trump talk today, so it's kind of not surprising. Whoops. Dude, I'm hyped for this newsfeed channel that we added in this Discord. I wonder if we're going to rip up through this 1 minute right now. Whoa, looks like it. You know, or we're just ranging, just like we have been. Wow. Pretty bearish wick right there, I'm not going to lie. Yikes. Back down. This is so just. It's like. It's a mind game because you take any of these inverses, it's almost like you're guessing that we're going to actually break out of the range. Because it's so back and forth that like we just reject on each side every time. Yeah, that's pretty dead. But I feel like every time I reach that point and decide to stop stream, a setup happens right after. So I'm just going to stick it out. Ha. Okay, this. Sorry. This 1 minute inverses, I really think we could dump, but I don't know if I'd call it a setup. Oh, okay. So no inverse, but we're still dumping. A little bit of 330 volatility kicking in, which is good. Yeah, this 1 minute was looking good to run these lows, but it happened without us. So, I could see this continuing lower and maybe getting along, but I don't really think chasing is the move. Could work. Dude, okay. I'm just saying that. Sound cool. I really want to chase. I think this is going to dump. I wonder if we... Yeah. So, okay, so this is pretty close. Pretty close to what we said we were looking for, right? And we didn't get the inverse here, but we are dumping and taking liquidity and tapping into this gap. However, I don't know if this is going to slow down. Yeah, we do have this 1 hour here that we just tapped into as well. So we tapped into a 1 hour, a 15-minute, a 4-minute. We will see. So we got a little bit of a bullish reaction from that, but not really. I would like to see us dig a little down, dig down a little further before getting a setup, to be honest. Like that was a good sweep, but now I want to see a little bit more manipulation. But we have 30 minutes left, so it's like, I don't know. No. Let's say we just chop right here, put in some dojis, and then we just get like a giant candle up, a giant pump candle. Then I could change my mind on that. I could be persuaded. But it would have to be really obvious. No. This is This is all we've done since we've been on stream, so no. Yeah. I find myself just staring at dead candles right now. I feel like this is making us think something's about to happen right now, and I think it's not about to happen right now. I don't know. Seriously, like at this point, I wouldn't mind just getting a freaking rocket candle through here and taking something like that. I would probably just do it. Yeah. Today wasn't the greatest, but I think tomorrow is going to be really good. Like all day. I just got this feeling that tomorrow's gonna be fire. Yeah, it's true. I don't think we're gonna get anything, chat. I think I might just call it here. I think all these good targets now are just gonna be safe for tomorrow. There's no way. I mean, prove me wrong, NQ. Tap into this BPR and give me a V shape, dude. Go ahead. Prove me wrong. I'm just an observer, but if you want to prove me wrong, I wouldn't mind. Exactly. I'm an observer, but like I'll get in. Yeah, I don't know. Just tapped into this gap down here. Kind of getting a reaction. But again, nothing really for us to take. I think today is washed. Which my gut, I'll be transparent. My initial gut reaction is wanting to be annoyed by that, but I know that I shouldn't be, and I'm not going to be because it just didn't happen today. That's fine. But, I will be real. Part of me is wanting to be frustrated, like, you know, want to take something today, blah, blah, blah. But who cares? Exactly. I would literally rather take something really, really good tomorrow and have it feel worth it than play the guessing game today. So, yeah. I think we'll call it there. We'll do a charting session / audiobook thing later tomorrow or later today. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Peace.